Hey, this is MTG Asset.
So we're gonna talk today about Time Shifted Remastered, how we feel about the set. Mainly, we're gonna focus on the Time Shifted slot, draftability, and then at the end, the finance portion of it.
So yeah, that's basically it. We'll get started kind of here at the top of the time shifted slot on some of these cards.
I think True Name doesn't belong very much in this.
Yeah, but if you pulled in draft,
Well, you win.
you just win. Like you're just gonna win.
I have a feeling they probably put that in Mythic though, for that reason, for the draft. I don't like Prime Time as a choice. Personally, I think they could have done something better just because of where it's banned. I think this set, otherwise, as a draft, is going to be unreal. I like that Thoughtseize is kind of in the old border. I think that'll be hot. By the way, 1 in 33 packs are going to be a foil time shifted card. So, like, the chase foils are going to be super rare.
Yeah.
1 in 91 packs to get this, or 1 in 91 boxes to get the specific card you want.
That's if you're lucky.
That's if you're lucky.
Yeah, but on Prime Titan, you got to think though. It sees play in modern, legacy, and well, actually, I don't know vintage. I don't know vintage
I know
at
it's
all.
modern. I know it's legacy.
Yeah, legacy it does see play. So like legacy players are definitely going to be wanting to get after that old border to match the rest of their deck.
Yeah, and if it's in foil, I'm sure it'll be worth a lot. I think I'm glad to see Treasure Cruise. I'm sure it'll be a common. I'm happy for it. Ponder in an old foil, gonna definitely need one of those. That's gonna be a hot pick.
You're going to want the foil.
Of course. I mean, who doesn't want foil? Time shifted
But
slots.
see, this is what Magic did. Not only can you get new cards in the old style, but now you can experience an old style look with new curves.
The curved part. I didn't see that coming. Oh, yeah, we saw some of the promos that are LGS, and they're just as bad as Commander Legends already. The Lotus Blossom or Lotus Bloom, whatever it is.
As you can see, there's also a lot of Ponza for got Molten Rain here too.
Oh, for Popper and stuff?
No, for Ponza in Modern.
Oh, I'm actually unaware of that deck.
That's they basically win through Valakut and blowing
okay.
blowing up your lands.
Yeah, okay, so Valakut, yeah.
I think they use Valakut in there.
I think, let's see, what are some other good reprints? Ancient Stirrings is awesome.
I heard Legacy's really picking up on Liliana's Triumph as a staple. I read some forums that it's starting to see a lot of play.
I have yet to see that.
It being an old border, I could particularly see it picking up traction.
I think Lingering Souls is a good pick. That was a staple for a while.
Yeah, but there's not a lot
not anymore.
No.
I think Talleyrand was a joke of a pick. That one should have been anything else.
They love reprinting that card, though.
That and Thragtusk? Yeah, that great card. Woo.
Oh, Muldrifter's nice.
Paradoxical Outcome, Vandal Blast, Beast Within. All three of those are amazing. Amazing choices for this slot.
Maternal Witness is really good too, and Lab Maniac.
Yeah, it is. I like Lab Man. I'm gonna need a foil of that one. Ooh, Remand. I didn't even remember that was in the set.
Johnny's Pride Meat, Master of the Pearl Trident are also really good picks for those Merfolk players and Soul Sister players out there.
Yeah. I think this set is very well designed.
One of my top picks right now is actually Beast Whisper. I love that in the old border style.
Yeah, I think if they stop reprinting it could be something.
Well, you're going to have to get the Brawl, though.
No, I'm going to change it to Urza, so I won't need that anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Gurmag Angler, a lot of Popper players are going to pick that up. Same with Elvish Mystic.
I didn't see a lot in the multicolors, though, that were particularly that great.
I think we're going to talk a little bit about the draft to begin with. See how that is. And then we'll go into the finance and is it worth it to buy it kind of idea.
Yeah.
Right now, let's see. Let's go down to the regular stuff.
Really, I think all these time-shifted cards are going to be, like, if depending on which ones are short-printed, are going to be just stupid expensive.
Yeah, I think the mythics like Chalice of the Void and other stuff are gonna be
To
like
me, I'm not a big fan of the multicolor border.
t-
It does not fancy me.
yeah.
Oh.
Sad Robot's cool. All right. So the actual set itself. Ugh, where do we begin? Like as a draft, I love how they did this set. I think they did it perfectly for draft because the rares are on point. They don't hurt each other too much, even if you get mythics, which we'll talk about in a minute. Isn't that crazy for draft? Like no matter which one of these you get, in my mind, isn't too insane. Maybe Ancestral Vision, but that's about it. There's a reason they're mythic. The rares, again, I think are very tribal based. This whole set,
It's
slivers,
mainly, honestly, slivers. They did a very heavy theme. I mean, there's a sub like angel theme in there.
wizard,
Um,
vampire, shapeshifter. A lot of
yeah, but,
shapeshifter. Look, I
yeah.
don't know, spell shaper though.
Obviously the biggest card to hit in this set is going to be a Sliver Legion.
Yeah,
You know,
I think the set in general, from a draftability standpoint, is going to be extremely good. A, for old players who are coming back, reminds them of pulling from that set because those boxes are $1,100-$1,500 right now.
yeah.
I think that there's a lot of tribal based stuff. It kind of reminds me of Kaldheim right now, where a lot of elves are amazing in draft.
Well,
For this, it'll be
really,
slivers.
in the draft, it's going to come down to who gets the most slivers, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Like, whoever passes one guy all the slivers, you're kind of just going to
Ooh,
win.
Pongify.
Yeah, but they just reprinted that.
It's good in draft. Delay.
Yeah, but,
Ooh.
like, couldn't they do rapid hybridization over Pongify? Like, we've seen that reprinted, but the other one has not.
A lot of these reprints, by the way, a lot of them have new artwork, which is great plus, like Simeon Spirit Guide, which they just banned. I think, like I said, from draftability, I think they hit it out of the park. 10 out of 10.
It's, yes, I think this is Magic actually doing something good for the whole community. Maybe not for the collectors, but there is still the collector aspect of trying to go after those time shifted cards.
I think the in foil, yeah, time shifter. I think, like they said, there's going to be one per pack. I think they'll be a little bit more common than we think, but I think in the foil, it's going to be major money if you get a good one. Um, Anything else you want to touch on the draft portion before we get to the fun part?
I don't know. No, because I mean, like I said, this is going to be just super fun to draft with any play group. Just experiencing all the old cards, the Sliver Mania, but a lot of these artifacts suck in draft. Unless you get, or no, that's not in the set, so.
I'm gonna say we move on to the financial portion of it.
Yeah, well, you might as well start with the lands right there.
Yeah, we're gonna go from the bottom up. So, as my general consensus for the set, at $200, $220 a box, that's what I'm seeing on a good price. It's $190 online and everywhere. I feel it's not gonna be worth it. I think the top 3 or 4 cards are amazing to hit, but it's not worth it. So, Gemstone Caverns is currently 60. That'll go to
Uh,
about 40, right?
yeah, it'll go about down to 40. What's it, Mythic? Yeah.
Yeah. Vesuva is what, 30 right now?
It's yeah, about 37.
And then Sliver Legion, which is insane, is 130. But that's because of the supply.
But yeah,
I think after the reprints, because these are the major mythics, they're going to go down a hefty amount. I think Sliver Legion is going to end up about 50, 60 bucks. I think Vesuva is going to go on maybe 15, maybe.
it's gonna be dependent on your box, really. I mean, it's gonna be one of those hits. It's either gonna be, if you get an amazing box, you're gonna make your money back pretty easily. But if you get a bad box, it's not even gonna be close.
It all is going to come down to your mythics. Like, for example, here, if you get Vesuva, Gemstone Caverns, I mean, that's a good start to your box. But if you start your box with, let's go up here to these mythics. If you start your box off with a $5 Ancestral Vision and a $3 Living End, man, are you going to have a rough day. I think that in every set, I think there's bulk mythics, but the amount that they upshifted from regular rare, like Damnation, Living End, Ancestral Vision, Wheel of Fate, and a bunch of other ones are just, it's wrong.
But I mean, so even if you don't pull the good mythics, you still have a chance out of the rares. I think. You got like you pull pack of negation. It's $42 right now. That'll probably go down to about 25. I don't think it'll go underneath that. It's
I'd
too
agree with that.
popular.
Yep.
Scalpers will start picking them up at that price.
Yeah, them damn scalpers. Picking on them Pokemans.
It sucks that they put damnation at a mythic, but I guess they're doing it for draft purposes.
For draft purposes, yeah, but dude, it's not the print we need. We also didn't need another printing of Tarmogoyf. It's just they killed it. They've murdered it.
Well, it's currently at almost 39. I think it'll go back, like I said, to that like $25 mark and probably hold there for a while.
I think it'll go a little bit lower, personally.
Not under 20. There's no way.
I bet you it hits about $20. I bet you
it could hit $20, but I don't think it'll drop into under 20 just because.
And we're talking TCG mid, by the way, on all these prices.
Because I think the price memory will keep it above 20.
Yeah. Well, okay, so again, back to the box. So let's say on average, what's there, 5 mythics per box? Imagine you pull, let's just say the top row, or even the second row on a medium box. That's pretty bad. Like, Tarmogoyf, let's say it's $20. Damnation will be 30, that's 50. Chroma, Fury, and the other ones I don't believe are worth much at all.
No, Chroma's about $40 right now, so I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That one?
Oh, not that Chroma. You were talking about Chroma's Memorial.
No, Chroma Angel of Fury.
Yeah, no, she's like $3, so she's bulk at this point.
So, and then it'll be $1. So,
they could have reprinted any other Chroma, but they had to pick that one.
Red.
Well, actually, no, I'm thinking Aurelia.
Oh yeah.
Like I'd rather, because I don't know.
What would be a good red mythic in its place?
I don't think most red mythics suck. So I'd rather send like Perforos or something like that.
Well, if they're upshifting Damnation, let's upshift Blood Moon too. At least it'd be worth more.
I think a couple key cards to point out. Like I think Swamp Yard's gonna tank.
I think Magus the Moon was a good print at rare. Okay. Personally, I don't think I'll be buying much of the set, just because I feel like the box EV won't be there, or even close to. And the way I've factored it in is, let's take a box of the new standard set. It's $100. Okay, you've got right now with Kaldheim 1 or 2 boxes, or 1 or 2 cards that are over $20. The rest are 5-ish of good rares. I mean, the box EV is what, $50, I believe, right now, and you can get boxes for $90. Okay, this box, cheapest I've seen, is $185 online. The box EV, I don't see it unless you literally hit every quality mythic. There's 15 mythics. On average, you'll hit 5. So let's say you hit a good one plus a mid-range one and 3 bad ones.
Well, I guess, yeah, like I said, you hit Sliver Legion, you're more than likely to make your money back.
Sure, and you're playing the lotto at that point with that. But let's take Sliver Legion out.
If you take Sliver Legion out, it's going to be pretty hard to make your money back on something like this. But I don't think it was really intended for that. Like, double, like the Modern Masters, all that whole cycle of all the Masters, you were expected to make about your EV out of it.
And sometimes more with like double Masters right now.
Yeah. So with this being, I think this set was generally geared towards draft players, new players who didn't get to experience the time shift or the time spiral block when they were, because it was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And they threw these time shifted cards in there to attract investors. So I think that's something Magic particularly did really well in trying to get this set to sell.
Like I said, we think this draft is amazing this set is amazing for draft. I think this set is well done. I think it brings back old people.
Like you see right here, sudden spoiling. How fun in draft! You yank that card, you're gonna win on the next. Like that if he swings at you, you're dead, but you can win on the crackback, and he swings out, and you just sudden spoiling.
It'd be funny. I think for a draft ability standpoint, it's a 10 out of 10. Financial value, if you're cracking it just to get the cards, I would say probably 4 out of 10. because you can hit and you can get your money back, but you have to hit the top mythics in both slots to get close. I don't agree with the $200 price point. I think this box would have been, if it was $150, would have been a major game changer. I think this box would have been a 10 out of 10 all the way around.
You got to remember, if you get the foil Sliver Legion though, that's $225 right now.
That's for the old one though, right?
Yeah, but I mean the new one will still sell over 100.
Oh, it'll be over 100 for a while, yeah. I mean,
a foiled gemstone cavern's 170.
which a lot of these prices will drop, and who knows?
Yeah, and they might tank because the supply is very low on these cards.
Okay, but now look at the regular rares. We have Pact of Negation, Magus of the Moon.
To be fair, Pact of Negation's the only one to mention. The rest of the packs will be bulk rares after this point.
Like Angel's Grace, so we've got what? 3.
Well, Angel's Grace is a $20 card right now. It'll probably be like I'd say like a $9 card after this.
But okay, let's say if you're banking on your mythics, look at the set. The regular rares are not gonna make you any value, almost unless you get a mythic or the top 3 rares. Your pack will be a loss, and that's what I think feels bad for a lot of people. And even a mythic can be literally $1. Like that's what I think feels bad from a financial standpoint. But again, if you're cracking packs with your friends on a Friday night, just drinking a couple sodas or something, dude, it's gonna be a great day.
So I think at the end, I think what we can wrap this up with here is that if you're looking to like for a great draft experience, either enter a draft in this or buy a box for your friends to draft. But if you're looking for a collecting standpoint, unless you want those time shifted cards, it's gonna be better to buy singles.
I think this is by far a single set. I think even a lot of these mythics go to half of what they currently are, or something close to that. I think you hit the nail on the head with that.
You're gonna have to watch for those time shifted cards because I think those rares in the time shifted slot and mythics are going to be expensive because you can only get 33 time shifted cards in a box. So when you pull a certain rare, it's gonna be very short supply.
Yeah, and
that's where we're gonna figure out if the box is worth it. I think it's gonna be up to those time shifted cards.
Yeah.
We don't know the rarities and what you can pull in the time shifted slot. We don't know if you're gonna pull 4 rares out of your box in the time shifted slot or 1 rare. We don't know that. So if you can pull, I'd say if half your box can be like rares, and
it'll be worth it.
And you can pull a couple mythics in the time shifted slot, I think it'll make the box worth it.
I think currently, if we know Wizards, they will show up as often as their rarity shows, meaning common, uncommon, rare, mythic. So if I had to take a bet, maybe 2 if you're lucky, probably 1 mythic in the time shifted slot because it feels like Commander Legends to me.
Yeah.
I would say probably a majority of them are going to be common, uncommons, and I'd say probably about 5 to 6 are rares. So 8 to 10 out of 36 packs are rares or mythics in my guess. But again, we don't know.
And it depends on those rares. I think the time shifted slot is going to make or break whether the EV is going to be there.
I think I have to agree with that. I think a lot of these time shifted cards will still feel kind of rough to pull.
Like Tasigur.
Or let's see what else. These are pretty good ones. I guess maybe not.
So
Fibblethip. That'll feel like a bad one. I think we hit the nail on the head here. That's our kind of analysis of it. I guess watch out for our new season of, what are we going to call it? I mean, we got to figure that out too.
Yeah, we'll figure out a name by our next video.
Yeah, long story short, we are going to get some packs, and it's kind of like Team APS on the Yu-Gi-Oh channel of Larry in the Hole, where they buy X amount of dollars in packs, and they see if they can make their money back. But we're going to put the ante up to an actual punishment kind of bet thing. So we'll see you guys in the next video, and talk to you later.
Yeah, talk to you later.